What is up guys, Ben here and welcome back to a new video of mine. Today what I have for you is going to be another video, and it is actually going to be my first episode of Mission Milan. Now for those of you that don't know what Mission Milan is, for those of you that haven't been following football that long, you won't know that AC Milan once were the greatest club in the world. They had some absolute legends. They had the likes of Shevchenko, Pirlo, they had Beckham at one point, you know, they had Maldini, they had Nesta. I could sit here and reel off names of some great players that AC Milan have had for absolutely days. You know, Crespo's one of them. You know, there's just so many. Gattuso, there's just hundreds. So I'm not going to sit here and reel them all off. And obviously, those of you that do follow football now, Milan AC have kind of dropped in the last few seasons after losing Thiago Silva, after losing Zlatan. You know, they started to drop off. So I've decided to take them back to glory. And the aim of this series will be to win the Champions League with AC Milan, okay? There'll be no international management. There'll be nothing like that. As soon as I win the Champions League with AC Milan, that is it. So 2 seasons, and that could be it. That's all it could take. Obviously, the first season, AC Milan are not in the Champions League because they didn't finish in 4th. I don't think they finished in 4th. No, they didn't. They didn't finish in 4th. I think we might have some Champions League playoff games, but I'm not 100% sure yet, so we'll have to see. So it could be the first season I could do it, or it most likely is going to be the second season of this career mode, which will last throughout FIFA 15, I'd like to say. Then I'll do something else like a QPR sort of career mode or something like that. But we're going to get things started off, just having a look at the squad, you know, just to see what we're kind of working with. And the first person I looked for was Fernando Torres. Now, in real life, Fernando Torres is, you know, nothing better than average, but in FIFA and in all sorts of manager jobs, manager games like Football Manager, stuff like that, Fernando Torres is an absolute beast. So we're going to set up in a false 9, which was the default formation, and we will be setting up quite a nice team, I think it is. We're going to have Menez and El Shaarawy on the wings. We're going to have Torres as the centre forward. Then we're going to have Montolivo, Honda and De Jong in the midfield. And the defence will be Abate, De Sciglio, Alex and Mexes, I think I put in there. And then we will be having Lopez in goal. So, you know, it's a pretty solid team, to be honest. You know, there isn't anybody where I think I really need another one of him. We will start to get some problems if a right back gets injured or a centre back gets injured, centre mid gets injured. You know, if anybody gets injured, we're in a bit of trouble because there isn't a load of squad depth. I'm not quite sure where Robinho is. I haven't been following AC Milan that closely recently. I'm not 100% sure where Robinho's gone. I thought he was still at AC Milan. Obviously, Kaká went back to Sao Paulo, so we don't have Kaká, but you know, squad depth is a bit of a problem, as we just get rid of the 5 emails that we get set as a default. A little change that I'm going to do in this career mode is, for those of you that were here last career mode, which, you know, a lot of you were, I went from like 150 subs to 230 subs for my career mode last year. So obviously it's one of my most popular series, so obviously I'm going to continue doing that, and we're going to try and make it a little bit better. Obviously we're on next gen and we're in HD, so things should be a lot better for you guys. But last year I was on Legendary as well, and things were a little bit easy because I played the games, and all you had to do against Legendary was just abuse the game, abuse lob through balls, abuse crossing, and you'll win. So this year, every game is going to be simmed. I will not play a single game, so it could take me 5 seasons to win the Champions League. It could take me 1, could take me 2, 3, 4, 5, could take me 10. You know, so we are going to try and get out as many videos as we can, and we are going to try and win the Champions League with AC Milan before the end of FIFA 15. Obviously 12 months away, because I'm recording this on day 1 of FIFA 15, and you'll be seeing it on day 2, so you know, on the Saturday. So you know, hopefully we can manage to win. As you can see on the screen now, I'm just looking around just to see who we should keep on the bench. Bringing SEN onto the bench, kind of disappointed he's only a 75 rated centre defensive mid. I thought SEN was a bit better than that, but you know, so we are actually going to do some games in this episode. We're going to do 3 games in this episode, and then I think it's going to be between 4 and 5 games an episode from now on in. I'm going to try and keep all the videos under, well, between 7 and 8 minutes, because I know that is like the optimum time that somebody can sit down and watch one video for, and listen to one person go on, so that's kind of fair enough. We do get a couple of transfer offers for this guy, Polly. To be honest, I've never heard of him. He's 24 years old, 78 rated. I'm not sure what his potential is. I will have a look on Foothead in a minute. But you know, I'm being offered like 12 million for him, and I'm told in the top there he's worth between 13 and 19. So I thought if I get 15 for him, he can go. If not, then he will have to stay as part of my club, which, you know, it maybe not such a bad thing if he is actually going to be, you know, some brilliant superstar that's worth 12 million and he's only 78 rated. Then obviously people are expecting him to be rated kind of high, so you know, maybe I can keep him. And well, like I said, if I can get if I can get 15 million for him, then he's going for sure, because I could do a lot of things with 15 million. Sebastian Rode, the German centre defensive mid, great player. You know, there's a lot of Germans that are very good, put it that way. We do also get a offer for Felipe Mexes. I don't want to sell Mexes because he is a very good. Well, he'll be rotating in and out of the squad. You know, he's not going to be a permanent starter, because I think that's going to go to Alex, and I can't remember who I said. Oh, actually, no, it might be Mexes. No, I can't remember. Obviously, we've got Rami as well, who's sitting on the bench at the minute. But you know, we're getting a lot of transfer offers in. One from a few from QPR for Polly and stuff like that. So we're going to get straight on into the first game of this episode and the first game of career mode, just after we have a look at this this player conversation. Some guy saying he thinks I should play him, but nah, he's alright. Like I said, we're going to be simming everything, and you can see the squad that I'm going to be putting out on the left hand side there, and the squad that Wolfsburg are putting out will be on the right hand side now. We do skip the game and we win 3-0. Fantastic start to things, 2 for El Shaarawy and 1 for Fernando Torres. Cannot complain about that. Like I said, Fernando Torres is such a beast on manager mode and football manager, stuff like that. He's so good, and so hopefully he can take us to glory. We do have a away game against the Potters, against Stoke, away a cold Tuesday night at Stoke, and you know, we're gonna away games. I think if you sim the away games and then skip it, you seem to lose a lot more often. So we're gonna watch it, and we're gonna hope for a win against Stoke. An away win, it would be very good, as we get a nice opener there, and we're soon to make it 2, basically. One from, I think it's El Shaarawy and it could be Menez or Torres. El Shaarawy and Torres, I think it is. So you know, we cannot complain about that too much. 2-0 up, like I said, away, and that is how the game ends. So 2 out of 2 wins so far in the Mission Milan, and hopefully we can keep it going and make it 3 out of 3, because like I said, there will be 3 games this time round. And we get another offer for Polly. Jesus Christ, people are desperate for this Polly guy. I'm going to try and probably get around, well, Southampton are offering a lot lower than everybody else is offering, so I'm going to try and get around 15 to 16 million for him. They said he's worth 13 to 19, so hopefully somebody with a lot of money, more money than sense, will come along and offer to buy him. As we get offers for Montari, 5 million for Montari. Just like I said, he's another centre mid that I can use. He's another backup centre defensive mid or centre mid. So you know, we're going to try and get as much for these players as we possibly can, and then we're not going to do like I did in the Southampton career mode and just basically just splash the cash. 15 million for Zlatan when I could have got him for 5 and stupid stuff like that. Cagliari said 4.2 is the highest they can go, so I say, I tell you what, 4.7, and you can have him. 4.7 million is not bad. I think I can get Sebastian Rode for about 6 or 7 million, so that won't be too bad at all. As we go into the third and final game of this episode, it is against FC Köln, the club that Podolski come from. I think they're in the Bundesliga 2 now. I'm not 100% sure. We do get yet another offer from Polly from Southampton. They're going to try and stinge me out, but I'm going to out-stinge them basically and make them pay more than what they want. But we're going to go into this game and we're going to sim it. And I think we're going to watch this one out. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, we are going to watch this one out. And yeah, well, things get off to a very good start. And you know, 1-0 up straight away. Then they get a red card. And then you know, El Shaarawy is a solid player in this game. I'm not going to lie. I'm really liking the attack force. Menez hasn't done a great pile, so maybe I'll be looking to invest in a new right winger. Maybe Shakira. I was about to say. Jesus Christ. Maybe Shakira if I can get him. As De Sciglio gets a second for us, and that should wrap the game up. You know, I can't see a comeback, and they did not. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out. But there we go, 3 wins out of 3. What more could you ask for? Team's playing well. Hopefully we can continue this momentum, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. This episode was a little bit more boring than the episodes to come. Obviously, we're just going to start cracking up the games. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Do all that social media stuff. Twitter is on the screen right now, and make sure you share it with your friends and your family. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a comment saying, you know, if you don't want me to do it and if you want me to play the games. But I'll see you guys next time. Adios.